Hi guys, Paul from Journey for Petrolhead. This is the conclusion video for the 2016 A200d AMG Mercedes that we have on test. We borrowed this car from Kevin Giles Motors. Give him a ring if you're interested in buying this particular car. It's for sale right now. If you like the review we got, ring, go on the website, have a look, kevingilesmotors.ie. Buy it before somebody else does. Now, let's go through the review and see what kind of score we got here. So, 18-inch wheels fitted as standard to this car. AMG line wheels, great wheels, really nice looking wheels. These particular ones have run flat tyres, so you don't have to worry about punctures, you don't have to worry about changing tyres. If you're, I don't know, a single girl driving home and you get supposedly a flat in the old style tyre, well, you don't have to run out and change it. It'll run while flat. It's a lot safer when you're driving home at night, for example, or if you're in an area you don't know. It's a safer approach. So yeah, run flats, I like the idea. There are good headlights on this car. They're not xenons, they are halogen bulbs, and there are daylight running lights as well, which is fairly standard these days. Again, halogen bulbs, that's nice. There's nice styling on the AMG kit. It looks really, really good. It's a nice stance on this car. The lower suspension, the wider wheels, the various bodyline trim, it all looks, it's a really nice put together package. And I prefer these cars in a lighter colour. As I said in the introductory videos, you see the line of styling going up the side of the car. It really pops. I do like this particular motor. The interior then also has the AMG seats, which are one-piece seats, really comfortable. You can slide the bolster forward down the bottom. They're heated as well, which is fantastic. 3 heated settings. Really, really comfortable place to be. With a very good driving position, and very easy to find a good driving position. Very secure when you're driving, very comfortable and relaxed. I do like it. It's a great instrument cluster. There's a lot of information right in front of you in the 2 dials, which are nicely recessed. I like the idea of the checkered finish behind the dials, which glints off the sunlight, catches it. It looks really, really good. And I actually like the idea of the central tablet. It's almost in your eye line. I know it looks a bit awkward when you get in first, but it actually makes a lot of sense. It's in your eye line. All the information is almost right there. You're just blinking across when you're looking at the windscreen. All the information is there. There's a good sat nav. It's nice. It's a nice idea. I like the positioning of it. There's good air vents as well. You know what I'm like. I like good air blowing on me when I'm driving. It's good in this car. It's also dual zone climate control, which is nice. We have automatic mirrors, which is good. We have automatic lights. We have USB input for both charging and for music. So that's clever. You can actually charge your phone and then have music playing off a different one if you like. It's a good idea. That's good thinking. There's power sockets, map reading lights, an armrest, and lots of headroom in the back. So it's set up for back rear seat passengers. It's set up nicely for them. Lots of headroom, good comfort, good space. While driving it, I liked the gear shift, the paddle shift. I like the idea of the stalk on the wheel, not down in the center, so it frees up the center for a lot more storage space. I like that idea. I like the way you go up and down. It's nice and simple. You put it in D and forget about it, so it's not a real issue. A manual override is done by the paddle shift. Yeah, it's good thinking. The tablet idea, as I said, is good. There's a lot of storage space and cubby holes in here. I like the large boot, and I like the split level large boot, so you can put the muddy shoes underneath the floor, so they don't ruin everything else. It's a really, really nice idea. And the auto-dimming driver's mirror makes it nice and simple. There's good road holding. There's good braking. It's a little noisy for a Mercedes on the motorway. That's fine, because you got better road holding. It's not overly noisy. It's just louder than I would have expected it to be. But it's nice. You can still have conversations. You can listen to the radio. For the road holding and the stance you're getting on this car, that works for me. I have no problem with that. There's a fantastic gearbox. It's well spaced. The transmission ratios are nice. It's got a good view from the mirror. This is a little small, this window, but it doesn't actually make a lot of difference. You have good visibility because of the way the headrests drop in the center. It comes completely out of the way, so you have reasonable good visibility. There's no real blind spots. It's got good parking sensors. The parking sensors are good. It's got a rear camera, which is brilliant. The parking camera makes it all nice and easy. You've also got front sensors, and you have more sensors than you normally would. So on the XF, you have 5 sensors. On this, you have sensors everywhere. It's fantastic. It's very easy to park. It's a joy to drive, either sedately or pressing on. Very, very simple. Do like that a lot. And the engine bay. When we look at the engine bay, everything's easy to get to, and there's a dipstick in this one, so it's nice and simple. You can check all that stuff. You can change what you need to change. Because they're halogen bulbs, they're easy enough to get to. You can change them too. The air filter is nice and accessible. So it's the simple stuff. You could do it quite well. So overall, this car has impressed me. I do like it. When I put it in comparison to the 208 and the Hyundai that we drove earlier on in different reviews, I would have expected this to be yards better, maybe a generational leap ahead, and it is. This is the second generation of this particular model. It was facelifted in 2015, so this one has all the facelifted bits, the better road handling, the nice comfortable seats, the better toys. So how does it actually rate against the other cars? Well, the Peugeot, the first Peugeot that we rated scored 64% more or less. The Hyundai that we rated was 63%. It had a cracking diesel engine. The little Peugeot, which really impressed me, was 75%. This particular car, because it's in the same kind of range, 91% more or less on the petrol head score. That's a really, really big score. This is a well put together car. I do like it. There's no reason you shouldn't buy one. No reason you shouldn't buy this one. It's sitting there for sale. Come and get it. And don't forget, guys, we'll keep bringing you videos like this once you like and subscribe. And finally, a final note, thanks again to Kevin for the lend of this car, and it's for sale at kevingiles motors.ie. Thanks, guys.